Alright guys, I've leveled up, I've gotten the party as ready as I can. It is time to go through the final door, which is actually called the final door, and see just what happened to Makoto. Let's find out the answer! This is the very last door. Are you ready? Enter. Negative zone.
This place. This feeling. This is where the last battle was.
Hey, I can move.
I said before, if it's a past that everyone experienced, then you can actually interact with it. The same as that shopping mall.
Wait, everyone? But you weren't here for this.
It's probably because
Nyx. And that must be...
So this is the miracle he performed.
As if you thought the Jesus metaphor was not hammered home quite hard enough.
What is this?
This is his life essence. As you can see, this is what happened. He himself became the Great Seal. But relinquishing one's life essence means death for a human. He must have already found it. His own answer to life.
The answer to life.
I don't think he has any regrets. He managed to keep his promise to you all before his consciousness faded away.
His promise? You mean to meet up on graduation day?
Wait a sec. How do you know about that promise?
How? I just know. I'm probably just like Nyx in the seal this person became. Something that belongs on this side. Nyx's awakening means the destruction of everything. But think about it. If she's that powerful, how was she contained before he became the seal?
Well, someone else must have.
What about before humans ever existed?
What are you getting at?
As I understand it, Nyx is neither hostile nor malevolent. A seal really isn't necessary.
What? Are you saying he did all this for no reason?
Not at all. What he was really trying to accomplish was...
Whoa! What the?
Everyone, look!
Whoa.
No! This isn't a shadow. So many. All those peoples.
As I thought, the seal's real purpose. It wasn't to hold back Nyx. It was a seal so that it couldn't be touched.
What do you mean?
That monster isn't a shadow. It's the accumulated malice that came from the hearts of countless living people. All of them, deep down, are calling Nyx.
That can't be.
Last December, I too wished to learn death. It's probably true that people in town are wishing to touch it somewhere in their hearts. There is only one thing that differentiates life from stillness. It's that we die. That's all there is.
I think I understand. When your life loses its meaning, the fact of death can be kind of comforting. That lurking malice we're unaware of is strong enough to give birth to such a huge monster. And maybe that's just how it is these days.
What's it doing?
Oops. You made it mad, Junpei.
Why the hell is it after us?
It wants my sister! She has the same power as the one who created the seal! Don't tell me you're going to fight that thing! It's impossible! It's just too big!
This is a battle we can't run from. The feelings that gave birth to this abomination were inside me as well, because I couldn't accept reality. I foolishly sought solace in a past filled with death and strife. There's no mistaking it. This monster is the reason for all our troubles.
You got that right. If we run away from this, we're off to a lousy start for our future.
Oh, come on, Akihiko. You would have fought it even if there wasn't a reason.
That's what I think, too. This was already a battle against myself.
I won't let myself run this time. He's watching us, and I won't let him down.
Sucks to be you, big guy. Cause we ain't gonna lose. Let's do this!
Sister?
Don't worry. This thing can't stop us. To go on living is to not give in to your own weakness. Let's win this for a new beginning tomorrow.
Alright, it's time to beat this gigantic manifestation of humanity's desire for death. It kind of looks like somebody skinned Cat Dog, honestly. Alright, well, let's get this taken care of here. Let's go into our heal support. And honestly, I'm going to just put these two on full assault. Just kill this thing. Hit it hard. And I am going to bring out Erebus, because this is the reason I fused him. Because this thing will throw magic out the ass at you. And I'm going to put Makara-Karn on the party as much as possible and burn through all my somas if I have to. Until it does one specific charge-up attack. Ooh, looks like we got a crit. Okay. Now we're going to switch tactics. Because this is that charge-up attack I was talking about. The only way to stop it is to kick the living crap out of it while it's charging it up.
Anything about that attack. Be careful.
So we're going to switch a couple of things out here. First, I'm going to put Yukari temporarily on full assault,
Leave it to me.
so she goes in. I'm going to switch to Odin, and we're going to start Thunder Rain. And we are just going to do everything possible to kill this thing, or at least to do enough damage to it to prevent it from getting that spell off.
I won't lose.
It's on!
I don't remember exactly how much damage we have to do, but this thing takes a couple turns to charge up.
I command
Why
thee.
did that only do 88 damage? But we're just going to hit it as many times as we can, as hard as we can. And it's going to continue to try and hit us with stuff. But taking a couple of hits is worth stopping this attack, because it will basically one-shot the party if it gets off. No! I didn't need to do that turn. Come on.
I'll show you my
Make up for my failings. I think it takes it 3 turns to charge up, so that shouldn't necessarily be the end of things.
I command thee.
Not necessarily your best move, but okay. Come on. That is unfortunate. I have to stop the attack. We can worry about regenerating the party after this. Nope, 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 nope.
I'll show you my true power.
That's not gonna be enough to stop it. It's gonna kill me anyway.
We need you! Please!
That was an unlucky run. Try it again. Alright, after last time I've considered, and what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to, even if it costs extra SP, I'm going to put up magic mirrors, and I'm also going to put up Tetrakarn shields. So no matter what kind of attack he uses, he'll hit our shields. And it will cost me much more SP, but I've got the Somas to deal with that. And I need to make this happen for myself here. And then, no matter what's happening, I'm going to just kick the crap out of him when he starts casting Dark Embrace. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, no making a stupid decision and deciding to, you know, give myself a Soma in the middle of that critical window. It was a misjudgment on my part. I decided to keep the Spirit Bracers because that whole, like, extra life thing it does, where it doesn't let you die once per fight, is really pretty valuable against, if I get hit with, like, a Modun or something. Of course, he does a physical attack right after I cast the magic shield, but whatever. We'll get the physical shields up, and they've got Yukari on healing.
I won't lose.
Yukari is healing herself. Okay.
Check this out.
This ends now.
Okay, magic mirror.
Take this!
Hang in there.
I don't know why she thinks this is the strategy. It's much more efficient to just cast Maydaara when you're casting it on more than one person. Especially if you're going to end up casting it on 3 people. And you're going to cast it on 4 people here. Oh, Almighty Attack isn't stopped by Tetrakarn? That's really, really frustrating. That invalidates my whole strategy now. I guess we'll go back to the one we were using, the Thunder Raining, when I don't have the magic shields down.
Check this out.
I guess there really is no defense against Almighty Attacks. I thought I could block it with Tetrakarn. Alright then. You wanna play it that way? We'll play it that way.
I need your help!
I won't lose.
It seems like at the beginning of the fight, some of these spells do less damage to him. I'm not sure why. Maybe after you thwart the Dark Embrace, he takes more damage overall?
This ends now.
I wish Yukari would heal everyone. I don't like being in the danger zone. Alright, here we go. I still need Yukari on heals, just in case.
What is that? I don't know anything about...
But I am gonna do nothing but Thunder Rain, because this must not happen. Yeah, because see, suddenly that does 3 times the damage it was doing before.
Check this out.
Yet still, somehow Agidine only does 83 damage.
Come at me.
This will block by Magarakarn, so. One turn's breathing room.
Persona.
There we go, there we go.
Hang in there.
This is literally the last fight that I have to beat with this stupid AI party control system. And then, next game, I get full party control. And I cannot wait for it, because some of these moves are boneheaded, And I could kill this thing so much easier if they weren't doing that. Don't scare me, please. Okay, I can scare Yukari.
Is there a Maypatra gem for Yukari-chan? I
She
need
can Maypatra herself if she needs to. Disrupt, disrupt, disrupt. Yeah!
We stopped the attack.
Alright.
I think it can't move. This is your chance.
I'm still gonna take this opportunity to give myself a Makara-Khan. Because I know it just went down when he did a Evil Smile. And I think we only do get 2 turns of him not moving, so I'll spend the first one Makara-Khan, and the second one hitting him with some thunder. And on the off chance he does slap somebody, we still should have Tetrakarn up. She'll get over it. I can get her off of it if I need to. It should only last 3 turns. Thank you, Junpei! You'll find a bonus in your paycheck. Yeah, because after that first one goes down, after that first Dark Embrace fails, he seems to take a lot more damage.
Use Patra or Maypatra on Yukari-chan. Persona!
Yeah, or I can just do this. And miss. Come on, get over it. Thank you.
Hang in there.
Who are you, Diarahan? He's not that hurt. Damage, Yukari. Damage when the party has, like, almost all of his health. When the party has almost none of his health, heal everybody. It's not hard.
Someone help Mitsuru-senpai! I need your help!
Now, I'm hoping Yukari gets the hint on what to heal. But we'll see.
Hang in there!
Thank you.
It's on!
Mitsuru has to get up.
I let my guard down.
Alright, this is gonna hit Mitsuru, but we'll be okay. And then now it's time. I think I'm out of actual magic mirrors. I have to actually start casting Makara-Karn. But with him at almost half health, and I still have all those somas in my backpack, I'm feeling good about my SP consumption.
I need your help!
Shields up!
Hang in there!
This is a good time for a single target heal. I'm glad you figured that out.
It's on!
Alright, get your misses out when he's not doing Dark Embrace, Junpei. Oh, this should actually hit the Tetrakarn. I'm glad I cast that now. And you know what? I'm not gonna fail to learn my lesson, and I'm gonna put it back up.
Persona!
Because that was legitimately helpful against an attack I wasn't expecting.
Take this! Lame.
I'd rather be overcautious and make this fight take longer than have to redo the entire fight. Can we stop missing, please, guys?
Sense now!
It was a whole turn and nobody did any damage to him. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
The flow of power.
Both of our shields are up too, so that should help buy us some time to hit this thing. There is Odin. I'm gonna give myself some more SP soon, but I'm just glad this happened before I ran out of SP enough to keep casting Thunder Rain for the whole time that he's doing this. There we go.
Hang in there!
Must not complain about AI control every single turn.
This ends now!
Yeah, because she's getting low on SP too. No!
I need your help!
Need the damage, Mitsuru. I need you to not miss.
I'll show you
I'm
later.
literally like on the edge of my seat here. I'm so tense. I just want to beat this guy. Oh, I'm glad you cast that spell. I wish you'd hit with that spell. don't need that much backup if I hit him every turn. Like, I'll do most of the damage needed to knock him out of Dark Embrace, as long as he doesn't stop me from going. Stop 3 of the party from going!
Hang in there.
That whole turn, this is gonna be bad, because he's gonna get it off. He's gonna get it off. I'm not gonna have the chance to go.
It's off!
Oh no.
This ends now.
Please, 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 please. Okay, good. I had one other turn. I was so scared, you guys. Oh man, that was
The
terrifying.
enemy is gathering power.
Yeah, I know it's gathering power. I'm trying. Please hit. This is the moment. Yes.
Its power has dispersed. We stop the attack.
Reckon. Whew. Damn. I was very scared. Alright, I need a Soma.
Check this out.
It's messed up the order, so I don't actually know when everybody goes. Oh no, it didn't mess up the order. It's because I went first. Let's Soma. 5 Somas. Everybody gets some SP. I think both of the shields... No, Makara-Karn's shield is down. I'm gonna put Makara-Karn back up. Because he Evil Smile during that whole thing. It scared the crap out of me. He should still have one more turn of not being able to move. Now he's gonna cast Thunder Rain. Right back at me. We'll heal Mitsuru though. Alright, but that is just all the more reason to get Makara-Karn back up.
Mitsuru-senpai has been shocked.
I know.
I need your help.
I'm aware, Fuka. I'm doing the best I can here. Didn't have the SP to cast this till after I had summoned. So now you'll hero Mitsuru. Hopefully she recovers from the shock on her turn, and we can pour a little bit more damage on this thing.
Check this out.
Down to about a third.
I command thee.
Tetrakarn should still be up. He hasn't hit us with that yet. It's a shame that he cast that on Mitsuru while her shield is up. Because it would have reflected anyway, or at least be blocked. Alright. Don't want to waste it just on getting the shield back up on her, so I will pour a little bit more lightning in on Erebus here.
Check this out.
I command thee.
It's a very satisfactory turn. So this is gonna hurt Mitsuru because she's weak to fire, but again, I can deal. Let's go back to Erebus. And give me the shield.
Persona. Hang in there.
It's on.
I let my guard down.
It's okay. It's alright. Just get back up and try again. He really doesn't like Mitsuru. He keeps hitting Mitsuru with every attack that he targets with, like, a single attack. It's a little surprising. But whatevs. Just buys me more time to hit him with Thunder Rain. Or miss him, but I can't complain. That was the first miss in a very long time.
Check this out.
I'm expecting a Dark Embrace. Oh, hey, I'm right. Alright, let's pour on the pain, guys. Shields are up, except on Mitsuru. But that's okay. Hit every time. Hit every time. Hit every time.
I'll show you my true power.
Well, bonus damage from Yukari. I'm not going to complain. Thank you, thank you.
It's on!
Alright, you guys are all impressing me. Come on, Mitsuru, don't let me down. All hits. Alright, nicely done. Nicely done. Clap, golf clap, go. Care about a hit evasion rate debuff. It's the worst, like, the least damaging thing you could have done to me right now. I need to hit you, but I'd rather not take damage.
I won't lose.
Because that frees Yukari up, and we get at least another chance to hit you. It's a miss, but...
It's on!
Hit him. Hit him. Hit him.
This ends now.
Hit it. It appears to have a male and a female part. Hit it. Hit it. Hit they. Hit both. Bounce off my shield. Scare Mitsuru. Wonderful.
Mitsuru-senpai is still frightened. I need your help.
Come on, come on. This is the one that really needs to be landing every turn.
Its power has dispersed.
Yeah!
Stop the attack.
Eat it, bitch. Stupid
Hang in
thing.
there.
I hate this boss. It's not as bad as some of the other ones, but he just keeps you right on the edge of your seat. And I say I hate it. It's actually a very well-designed boss. And it's a fun boss. But it's one of those bosses that you're just like, the cutscene to get to this boss fight's like 20 minutes long and I can't skip it. I have to just click through all the text.
Agility down. Please be careful.
Oh, okay. Now's not the time to get cocky. I will find Anubis because I'm looking for the word Makarakarn in my persona list. And then I will cast Makarakarn from Anubis' spell list. I'm not gonna get cocky when it's this close to being dead. No chances.
I won't lose.
It's on!
I command thee.
Okay. He might kill himself here. I'll come close to it. Very close to it, honestly. Okay. I think this is going to be the last one I can throw until I put a Soma on. So we might have to eat a turn of magic damage, which makes me very nervous. So please kill him before he can throw another attack at me. I see that health bar. It's just barely there. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Mitsuru, that was really sad. But he's gonna kill himself. Please, kill himself. Okay. So close. And again, I'm in such a terrible position to have to make this decision. I can put the shields up, but only if I spend a turn doing Soma, or I can Thunder Rain right now and maybe kill him, and I'm gonna go big. I know what I said about don't get cocky, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
Check this out!
Hell yeah! Oh! Threw my controller across the room. I'm done with the answer! Oh, I gotta go get my controller.
Ha! How do you like them apples? We already saved the world once. This was just our encore.
I'm so happy right now.
Wow. We really won.
We did indeed.
See? I told you. But will it be enough? For that monster to truly disappear, everyone's feelings must change.
To stop the heart's yearning for destruction, it's a formidable task. People try to keep death at bay, but without it, they lose sight of life. It may be that there's no way to fully eliminate this monster.
No. I'm sure we can do it. I guess. We can all change someday. As long as we're alive, it can happen. After all, even I was able to do it.
You got that right.
If we want the world to change, we have to believe it'll happen. People aren't that hopeless. We should know that already.
Hey, I guess... I need to apologize to you. I said some really horrible things. I think it really bothered me, the way you received the same power that he had. All I could think was, why wasn't it me? It was jealousy, plain and simple.
See, Yukari's mature enough to apologize when she's wrong. I feel like the Yukari apologist. See, you guys, Yukari's not really that bad.
You were the chosen
but no,
one
I think she's cool.
It was because of the way you felt. You really never do stop thinking about him. We all wanted to protect him, but out of all of us, you must have felt the strongest. If there wasn't a seal, the world would soon yearn for Nyx again. That's why he's here. For us. Even if we went back to before the last battle, the world wouldn't be saved unless he did the same thing.
Yeah, some people were confused at this point because they were like, well, we just killed Erebus, so why does he need to be the seal? And one of the spin-offs, I think, gives the answer that the developers were intending all along, in that no matter how many times you kill Erebus, it just regenerates eventually, because the source of the feelings hasn't gone away. So us killing Erebus kind of buys a break for Makoto, but
I can't believe I didn't see
it doesn't actually
before.
solve the problem.
If there was an easier way, he would have taken it.
Yukari.
In fact, if we get to one of the spin-offs, there is a
Still
rematch with
sad,
somebody
but-
against Erebus. I won't spoil it in case we get to play those, but I'm not sure about doing all the spin-offs yet, because there are a lot, and some of them are dancing games.
If I think of him as protecting us forever, it helps a lot.
Me too. I feel like I can breathe easier now that I know what really happened to him.
Yeah, now that we know the truth, I feel like the blinders have been removed.
All we could do before was see him go. But now, I finally feel like we've gotten closer to him.
I guess, let's use that key and go back to our time. I'm ready to start the morning of April 1st.
Of course.
Well then, I guess if you would.
Right. There's something I have to say, but I'm not sure how to put it. I'm really happy to have known all of you.
A lot's happened in the past few days. But over time, it'll make our friendship stronger, you know? But hey, don't say it like that. It sounds like you're saying your goodbyes.
You're right. I see. Friendship. What gives you life? What makes you realize you're alive? If it isn't just death. If there's something else. It could be... friendship. Is this the answer to life I'm supposed to find?
And the Philemon butterfly for a little added symbolism. They're gonna be really sleep deprived if it's morning.
Congratulations, sister.
And lest we forget, Igor is in this game. And everyone else is here.
Where am I?
What is this place?
Hey, wait a second. What's going on here? This isn't the front of the dorm.
I forgot about this. I think I said no one ever
Everyone.
goes in
What's going on?
to the Velvet Room after Persona 3 starts, but I was wrong. I forgot about everybody coming in here.
There is no need to worry. I only summoned you here that we might say our farewells. I am rather surprised, though. I did not expect your friends to follow you here. It seems the power of the wild card within you has influenced them as well.
Huh? I guess you know them?
This is where those who are about to awaken to their power receive guidance. My sister and your friend were guests here.
Wait, how come you're standing there smiling like you know it all?
Don't you remember what I said before? My place is here, on the other side. The abyss of time will soon disappear. Time will flow again, and you will return to your daily lives.
Just imagine Igor sitting back there rubbing his hands together going, "Ooh, yes, and the social links. The social links."
Congratulations, sister, and the rest of you as well.
Metis.
Sister, you said before that you promised to protect him. If you've truly come to appreciate your ties to others, I think you can still keep that promise.
What?
Someday, when more people come to realize that, the world will stop yearning for Nyx. And that monster will be vanquished. For that day to come, your every action will be important. Isn't that another way of protecting your friend?
I can still keep my promise?
Metis, who are you really? Won't you tell us?
I think she's the other me. I couldn't bear the pain of losing him, so I wished to be a mere machine again. You must be the part of myself I wished away. My lonely sister, always afraid of being left alone. You came to help me acknowledge and confront the pain of living. I finally understand. I only wish I had realized it much sooner.
Sister. All life shares a sea deep within its soul. I think that's where I came from. Your heart is connected to that sea as well. You're truly alive now. From now on, we'll always be together, sister. I'm coming home.
Welcome back.
And her armor is gone.
I feel tired. I haven't felt this way in a while. When I went back to being a machine, I no longer required sleep.
It seems our guest has safely reached her destination. Her answer to life.
Answer to life?
Please, tell me, now that I've found my answer, is my life at its end?
And? What? Huh? What do you mean?
I guess. It's strange. I feel so satisfied.
I guess you're not... No, this isn't happening.
I think I'm finally at peace with losing him. Odd. For some reason, the tears are only now coming. I should have attended his farewell. I was so foolish, locking myself away. Looking back, I remember that Metis would cry. To think I had discarded such a basic emotion.
You've completed your ordeal splendidly, and come to the end of your journey. And now, we must part.
Aegis! Hey, you can't be serious!
Aegis! It's all right. Don't worry.
No! Aegis!
You know, I think you can spread the message now. Not with words alone, but with everyone's passion and strength. If you could do that, he wouldn't have to bear the burden all alone, would he?
And that's the weather. At the tone, the time will be midnight. Good evening. It is now April 1st. Here's a recap of the news from the 31st.
What?
When did we fall asleep?
Huh? What? Wait, is this? What is it, Korra-chan?
Weren't we gathered around the entrance? Talking about some kind of key?
That's right. But it looks like everything's okay now. The outside world is back to normal. We can leave any time.
So, the abyss of time has disappeared.
The date! It's April 1st!
So, that means we're saved, right?
Yeah, Junpei.
Woohoo! About damn time!
My feelings exactly.
Aegis, wake up! We're safe! Come on, Aegis.
Wait a second. After we opened the front door with the key, we were brought to that room that looked like an elevator. And while we were there, Aegis-san...
Hey, Aegis! How long are you gonna lie there? Wake up! Aegis! Mitsuru-senpai!
It's too early to reach any conclusions. Let's carry her to her room for now. We can keep an eye on her condition with the equipment there.
Damn it. She's not waking up.
How's it look, Fuka?
Don't worry, I've used the system a number of times before. The equipment should be set up already, so...
Only it wasn't so late at night. I'm sorry. I tried contacting the lab, but I doubt they'll be sending anyone right away.
Well, I've almost got the bioscan unit online.
Is that it?
Yes!
Said
her vital signs
Akihiko?
are up on screen. Let's see. No. This is awful.
Did you find something?
Her synaptic circuits, they're completely burned out. There was some sort of massive system overload that took her way over capacity. It's probably related to her new ability to use multiple personas.
Burned out? But they can fix her, right?
It's easy to replace the faulty parts, but she'll no longer be the Aegis we all know. No, Aegis.
I really went all out to milk that whole I guess might be dead thing. I wonder how many of you guys were actually fooled.
Did you call me?
I guess.
Has something happened?
Jeez, you had us worried sick, sleepyhead. You took so long to wake up, we thought you might have died.
But how could this be? Her synaptic circuit shouldn't even be receiving power. It's as if she's really alive.
Oh, I'm so sorry to have worried you all. I was having a dream. The first one in some time. Memories of time I spent with everyone and... strength of heart when united is barred by no door. Oh, it's nothing. Sorrowful partings only show us the weight of our relationships. But the joy of living comes from those who care about you. I'm a very lucky person.
I guess. We were so close to each other. We suffered over the same things. I feel pretty stupid now. I wonder why we both thought we were all alone. I guess we're more like each other than we thought.
Whew. Well, looks like it all came out okay. Man, I was pretty freaked out there for a while. But I think we got our happy ending.
Yeah, looks that way. I'm bushed.
Oh, crap. Now that we're not in any danger, I'm about to pass out. Maybe I can sleep standing up.
Oh, Junpei-kun.
Of course he can sleep standing up.
Very well. Let's go back to our rooms and rest until morning. If there's anything left to do. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to announce. About collecting everyone's evoker. I'm thinking of calling that off. Our ordeal has given me a lot of food for thought. My own way of running away may have been to try to collect these and put them away, forever. But even if there are no shadows left, the battle against ourselves is ongoing. Each of you should hold on to yours.
Until the day when everyone can change, right?
The next morning.
Let's see. I already shipped my large luggage. Did I forget anything?
That was my contact. The car they sent for us will arrive shortly.
What, are you taking everyone else along for the ride too?
Their new dorms are on the way to the lab. It'll be a quick stop. I thought we might as well travel together, since we're all here. It would be dull otherwise.
Where on earth is Junpei? I told him not to be late.
Junpei-kun?
Ah, let him be. He's probably trying to carry everything at once. Same thing happened last year.
Oh, but that sounded like it really hurt.
Oh, I love Junpei. He's
Jeez.
awesome.
I hope no one saw that.
Are you alright? Jeez, what a way to end this.
Ah, there's our ride. Well then, shall we be off?
I actually have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I know it might not be possible because it's so sudden, but is there some way that I can back out of returning to the lab? Before, I thought there was nothing left for me to protect. No reason to live. But now that I see otherwise, I'd like to go back to school with Yukari-san and everyone.
I guess.
I want to continue to experience new things with you all. Is it too late?
Even if I wanted to place you back in, I'm no longer involved with Gekukan High.
Lady Mitsuru, your transportation has arrived.
Thank you.
Senpai.
I'm sorry for the sudden change in plans, but our destination is now the school's Tatsumi Hall. The transfer to the lab has been cancelled.
Then, Senpai...
Now that's more like it.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to stay with you all.
I had forgotten entirely that she was going back to the lab. That was so long ago.
I'm still kinda sad to leave this place behind.
Yes, but change is part of life.
Hey, I guess, if you're gonna live in the dorms, you wanna be my roommate?
Aww, it's kind of cute, actually.
Huh?
I mean, you need one, right?
Especially
hey,
when your hair randomly
no need
changes
to be
length.
So formal. We are friends, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, alright, and that was Persona 3, The Answer. And, what a ride that was, huh? Traditionally, I give my thoughts on the game during the credits, so I'll keep that going here. You probably figured out I don't like The Answer as much as the rest of the series, but that is not to say I don't like The Answer. I think the story closure is badly needed. It's a really nice ending to Persona 3. I really like the ending. I like that they finally moved past their grief. There are loose ends tied up. We find out what happened to Makoto, because originally, you know, when the game first came out, you don't know what happened to Makoto. The game just kind of ends. So the answer really provides some very, very necessary closure on the series, or at least on Persona 3, I mean. On the negative side, I feel like they really wanted to make it feel like they were adding a huge extra campaign, and it does take a really long time to finish The Answer. But I think that's really just because they added the entire new Tartarus dungeon, the Abyss of Time, and they just stuffed it full of really hard bosses and enemies. I think it's more artificial length because it's hard and you're replaying sections or you're grinding. I ground for so long to finish this. Like, this recording is going to be about like a fourth of the length of the actual amount of time that I put into this, if that much of it, just because I put so much time into grinding, which you have to do to beat this game. So that's a huge negative against it in my case, because I don't like grinding if I can avoid it. I've gotten to the point where I can like tolerate it to get through something I care about, like this game. But it's not my favorite thing to do by any means. But yeah, overall, I think the story of the answer is the high point, and the gameplay, well, typically excellent Persona gameplay is where it's really let down. And I've mentioned this before, but I think some of the bosses are artificially difficult. They've given all the bosses dodge whatever they're weak to just to make it harder. There's no real good reason other than, it makes the game longer if you come up with a strategy that's supposed to work. It doesn't because you got unlucky. I still haven't figured out why that was an E coming off of his finger. I'll have to look that up. Otherwise, let me think. I do think that there are parts of the answer that... I'm trying to think of the right words here. Like I said, the Yukari thing people got annoyed about, but I really think they handled Yukari pretty well, especially at the end. Like, I think a lot of people get frustrated with her seemingly being really angry and not making great decisions, but I think that pretty accurately reflects what people going through significant grief are frequently like. And you just have to learn to cut them some slack, just like the characters in this game. And everybody makes poor decisions. Mitsuru decides to keep a promise to Yukari that she didn't even know about just because, Yukari's like, oh, I want to go back to the past, and Mitsuru's like, well, I promised Makoto, and I didn't tell anyone that I promised him this, but I promised that I would just do whatever Yukari wanted to do, and, overall, I liked it. It's a good game, it's a lot of fun. I'm so glad to be done with some of the very Persona 3 design elements, like the AI party control, and that I can't tell my characters actually what move that I want them to do. Because that goes away for Persona 4, which is where we're headed next. That's my thoughts on the answer. I really liked it, and I really hated it at the same time. It's a mixed bag. It's probably my least favorite of the newer Persona campaigns. It's still part of Persona 3, and I think it's necessary to really understand the ending of Persona 3. But that's a good point. So right now, as I've finished recording this, like in real time, people were talking about Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and there's this big resurgent debate online about whether game difficulty, whether games should have an easy mode or not, and whether it kind of hurts the integrity of a truly hard game to have an easy mode. And I think, overall, my feeling on that generally is, if you want to make a hard game, just make sure people know it's hard and that you're not putting an easy mode in, so you don't get people buying a game that they're not going to like, And I think From Software typically does that. Like, you don't buy a From Software game thinking it's going to be easy. They're pretty straightforward about that fact. And Persona and Shin Megami Tensei in general has that same reputation, or did. I think it's kind of lost a little bit of that because it's become a little bit more accessible, but people know going into a Persona or a SMT game, it's going to be really hard. It is the Dark Souls, the Sekiro, the From Software of the JRPG world. SMT hard is a phrase for a reason. But I think I disagree with the decision for this game to lock the answer on hard difficulty only. And that's because the answer is not a standalone. It is a follow-up expansion pack to the Journey, which was not locked on hard. If for some reason the Journey had been locked on hard, I would be fine with it, but it wasn't. And the answer is locked on hard, so now you have a lot of people who played the Journey and they want that story closure, and maybe they didn't play the game on hard, they played on easy, or they played it on normal, and now they maybe aren't capable or aren't willing to put in the time to finish it on hard to get through to the answer of the answer. And I've talked all the way through the credits, but I'm just going to finish this thought and I'll call it for this one. But yeah, so if the answer wasn't locked on hard, I think it would have been a better choice. Because the Journey wasn't, and it's just inconsistent. And I think it's unfair to players who bought into the Journey and who really enjoyed playing the main part of Persona 3, and then they get to the answer, and they're stuck. I know, that's a hard game. This game tested me, and I mean, granted, I am no genius of JRPGs. You watch me play these games. And it was hard on me. You saw some of those boss fights. I cut out a lot of attempts on bosses. I'm not ashamed to say that. I had to look up a couple of bosses and be like, what did I do last time to beat this thing? Because I can't remember. I know the Neo Minotaur, I hyped that up because the first time it just kicked the crap out of me. This time it was no problem. It was a joke. But yeah, anyway, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me if you're still here and listening to me rant about this game. But next up, I will be starting Persona 4 The Golden, which is it's the Persona 3 FES version. It's like the updated, content added version of Persona 4. I'm really excited. I think you guys will really like it. It really adds a lot of UI improvements and design changes that I like. And it's just a fun journey. You know, this game could be dark and hard from an emotional standpoint, and Persona 3 can be dark as well, or Persona 4 can be dark, but it will be a fun journey. Anyway, I really have to stop talking here. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you watching. If you liked it, really do find me on Twitter at aka AgentShades. I love to hear from you guys and communicate back and forth with you. It's really hard to engage with the comments as much as I'd like to, but please do leave comments. I read them all. So, yeah, give me a shout on Twitter or something, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, see you later, and I will catch you for Persona 4.